This will be the trade recap for Monday, October 28th. This will be day three of my journey that I'm documenting right now to get a payout from Apex. This will be the 250K funded account here. So right at the open, I decided to go long here. You can see this massive sell-off here, but the problem is I do see buyers stepping in. Um, the PLC here on all charts are below the current close of the bar. So as soon as this 1 minute bar closed, I kind of wait a little bit just to see how it reacts. Sometimes when the 1 minute bar closes, you'll see that it'll tick down. In this case, it did not, right? It held. So I decided to go ahead and take a long right there. Now, if you look at the 5 minute here, you'll see that the zone right here. Um, if the close, if the 5 minute bar closes below the zone here, I would exit the trade. And you'll see that it did breach the zone, and I decided to just get out of the trade there for a small loss. All right. So the next trade is a short. I was looking for a short going forward throughout the morning. I kind of like this short. Again, it's a very aggressive short, just because as you can see, buyers are stepping in here. The POC on the higher time frame are below the current price. But the 1 minute gave me a signal to go short here. I decided to go ahead and take a short right here. Target would have been at this pivot value right here. My stop would be just above this 1 minute bar here. Now this is kind of a risky trade, as you can see, because the buyers are stepping in here because the POC again on the higher time frame is below the current price. And yeah, it did breach this 1 minute bar here. As soon as that happened, I got out. And then, so that's 0 for 2 to start the morning. So not that great. I was about to take another short here on this pivot right here. Yeah, so as soon as this 1 minute bar closed, again, it's another aggressive short. Because again, the 15 and 30 minute POC there is below the price of the current bar right now. So again, another um, aggressive short here. Now, as soon as this price on the 1 minute here um, reached the top of that bar there, I was about to get out. So far so good. Came close to my target there. So far so good. Again, this is on the 1, the 15, and the 30. Um, it's basically, buyers are stepping in here. So as soon as I saw that, I decided to cut this trade short, just because I did see that buyers are stepping in. Okay, so yeah, I decided to just get out early there. Yeah, so that's 0 for 3 in the morning there. But again, I still had to buy a short because take a look at this um, um, downtrend, right? It gushed all the way down. It's making higher high, lower. It's making lower high and lower low. So again, my bias was still short there. I decided to take one more short up here. So right here. So normally when it touch this pivot here, you can see that POC here is at the top of the bar, right? Again, there's also a pivot here. There's also a pivot here on the 15 and a pivot here on the 30. So I decided to go ahead and give it one more try. This time I was pretty confident in this one here, just because it's wailing, right? It's not pushing it all the way through. Buyers are stepping in um, heavily so far on the 1 minute. So I decided to go in with 4 contracts here. And my target would be just at this pivot here. So yeah, it came in. and basically hit my target um, for a win. So that now becomes one win, three losses. Okay, so take a look at this here. This is a, distribution bar, right? It's purple, which means there's more sellers in this candle than buyers. Now, it's coming down to test the POC here on the one, the five, one, oh, on the 5, 15, and the 30. Okay, I was pretty confident on this one too, just because buyers stepping in but couldn't push it up. So I decided to go ahead and take another short here, even though the higher time frame didn't tell me uh, that there were sellers in play, but the 1 minute did. Almost got stopped out there. I like that the POC on this bar here is top of the bar on the 1 minute. Gives me a little more confident. I decided to just move my stop just a little bit, just in case it ticks me out. Yeah, and I decided to kind of close it out just because I didn't see a lot of selling pressure on this chart here. But again, buyers are still there, right? POC on the three higher time frame charts, you know, were we're below the current price of the bar. Again, for some reason, I kind of like this area here to go short. Now, take a look at this. So you kind of see where the close now, right? So all the buyers that were there on the PLC here on this higher time frame, the close is now below it. So there's telling me that hey, maybe there might be buyers stepping in now. So I decided to go take one more short here. Still not looking too good here on the sell side on the higher time frame. Again, the PLC there is kind of below the bar there, so it's not looking good for a short here. Okay, so another distribution bar on the 1 minute. Now the only problem now is on the 5 minute. You see accumulation bar, right? This is the blue wick here. So I think I decided to close this a little early. Yeah, I decided to just close it a little early just because I did see this accumulation bar here on the 5 minute. And again, the POC never shifted, right? There's some absorption there, right? There's some buyers stepping in there to defend that area. Yeah, so eventually, man, this took a long time. It eventually came back and broke the pivot here. So I decided to take one more short here. This is a another distribution bar, right? The purple. Now this is a little bit more better in the sense that um, I can see that the POC on the one, the 15 and the 30, the close is below it now. So I'm a little bit more confident on this short. So my stop was just above this 1 minute bar here. Now again, buyers are stepping in again, right? Normally when you see this, I like the bar to kind of flush down, but it didn't. So I was about to go in and maybe close it early here. So it touched the POC on the 1 minute. I just want to see what happened here before I close it. Yeah, so I did see sellers stepping in now. And it's not just kind of close it early, just because it wasn't moving that fast at all. And during the morning, if you guys stuck around, it was just chopping right here. Yeah. So eventually, it broke that pivot where we were before, and then you see buyer accumulation bars, right? These blue candles. came in, and then I decided to see because this is where the breakdown happened, right? At this particular pivot here in the 1 minute, it came up and tested it right here. Um, and I did see a distribution bar coming up here. I could tell because the POC is on top of the bar here. Um, the 5 minutes also kind of confirming that. And the 15 did not, but the 30 did. So I decided to take one more stab at this short. So as soon as this bar closes, if it's below the POC on the 1 minute and the 5 minute confirms that, I decided to go ahead and take a short again, another short. My target was just down here by this zone right here. Unfortunately, this thing just wailed. It just it didn't move. Um, like it was just sitting there doing nothing. Um, so I did see, just not a lot of sellers. So I decided to just go ahead and close that trade there for a small win. Not much. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of choppy this morning. You have to wait a long time. Usually Nasdaq when it moves quick. But this for some reason, you kind of have to wait a while, and I just don't like waiting. If it's not there, I'll just close it out short. I'll just close it out, you know, um, for a loss or a minor win. Yeah, so it wasn't good trading, but at the end of the day, as long as you made money, um, and you know what you did wrong or not right, that's all that matters really. So at the end of the day, I made 559 on my PA account down here. It's currently at um, uh, about $2,400 in profit. For this account, there's a 250K. I think I have to make 6,000 before I can do my first withdrawal. Yeah, so it's gonna be a little bit while, but yeah. So this is day three of the 250K Apex funding payout series. So we'll go ahead and do it again tomorrow. Thanks.